What's going on, guys? Living Zombies here, back with another Pokemon Go video. And in today's video, guys, we are talking about a legendary Pokemon and we're talking about a mythical Pokemon. So let's first start off with the mythical Pokemon. We are talking about Keldeo today, guys. So yes, it has been a while since Keldeo has been featured in Pokemon Go. A lot of us were hoping that Keldeo would get re-released during the past tour event because it was the Unova tour event. And of course, Keldeo is a Unova Pokemon, but unfortunately Keldeo was not featured at all for the tour event. And remember, the last time that Keldeo was in Pokemon Go was almost 3 years ago, guys. December of 2022 is when Keldeo first came out in Pokemon Go, and that was the last time it's been featured in Pokemon Go. So we see that on this infographic right here, this old infographic from that event, from that Mythic Blade event. If you bought the $8 special research ticket, you would get that special research on your account, the something extraordinary research, because yes, you would be getting access to the ordinary form of Keldeo, one of its two forms. That research also got you some bonuses too, such as special incense spawns for that event duration from December 6th to December 11th. So again, that was the last time we have seen Keldeo in Pokemon Go. So a lot of trainers do not have this Pokemon because they were either not playing back then in December of 2022, or they just didn't want to spend the $8 to get Keldeo. Well, it seems like Keldeo might be coming back to Pokemon Go, but I can't guarantee if it won't be a paywalled special research like it was back in 2022. But the reason why we are talking about Keldeo today is because the Pokeminers did data mine a new update for Keldeo. So this is what they said. They did say that the assets for Aegislash and Tatsugiri have been added, as we see right there in this picture, but also the following Pokemon also received updates: Zoroark and Keldeo. Both forms of Keldeo did receive updates, which is pretty strange as to why they're updating Keldeo as of right now, which I do think the timing is kind of sus, because remember, the Swords of Justice, the trio, are in 5-star raids for this month, and Keldeo is a Swords of Justice member. So after Verizon is out of 5-star raids at the end of July or early August, whatever it was, are we gonna see Keldeo in a special research in the month of August? And since they did update both forms, are we going to get the second form of Keldeo in that research, which would be the Resolute form, which is just pretty much a cosmetic change? I don't think the stats are different compared to the ordinary form that we got back in 2022. But if we were to get the Resolute form, that means we have to get the brand new move for Keldeo, which would be the Secret Sword moveset, because when Keldeo does learn that move, that is when it changes form from ordinary to Resolute form. So yeah, this is definitely something to keep an eye out for, guys. Maybe there could be a research next month in August that does give us access to either the Keldeo ordinary form or the Resolute form, or best case scenario, we get both, but I doubt it. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys, because again, kind of sus that they did update Keldeo, as the Swords of Justice are in 5-star raids this month. So again, might be building up for a re-release of Keldeo for August. So now, speaking of August, do remember we have a special event in August, the Max Finale event, which does seem to involve Eternamax, Eternatus, and now we got some more info about Eternatus. I made a video about this a few days ago too, but now we got some extra info today from the Pokemon group on Twitter. So this is what they said: some new assets have been added to the game's coding. Adventure Effect banner for Dynamax Cannon, which looks like this. Pretty dang sick, but again, we can't go off of the banner as to what this adventure effect is going to do. I do have some predictions though. My main prediction is whatever max move you use, whether it's max guard, max spirit, or just a max attack, whatever, it's going to double that move. So if you're using a max attack, it's going to double the damage, whether it's a level 3, level 2 on that max attack, whatever, it's going to double the damage to the max battle Pokemon you're battling. So pretty much similar to into a max mushroom, but also, like I said, it might double what the max spirit and the max guard does as well. So again, pretty much making any max move that you use double effective. That is my guess right now for the Eternatus adventure effect, but also assets indicating an Eternamax encounter in quests and a new transition named Bread Encounter. Bread is the nickname for Dynamax. Encounter transition Eternamax. So this is confirming that we will be encountering Eternatus in its Eternamax form. So we are definitely going to battle Eternamax Eternatus at this max finale event at the end of August. And once we defeat the Eternamax Eternatus, we will be encountering it as well and catching it. So this is very similar to how it is in Pokemon Sword Shield, where you do battle up against the Eternamax Eternatus. And once you defeat it, once the HP bar goes down to 0, you are catching the Eternamax Eternatus. But unfortunately, after you catch it, you can't use that Eternatus in its Eternamax form because it is way too overpowered. It is the most powerful Pokemon in the entire game. Eternamax Eternatus is extremely overpowered, so just like in Sword Shield, we're not going to have access to using Eternatus in its Eternamax form, but we will be catching one and only one Eternatus, and it's also going to have its signature move, Dynamax Cannon, which is going to have, again, an adventure effect. So yeah, this is pretty much confirming that we will be battling Eternamax Eternatus. We'll be catching it in its Eternamax form as well, but just like Sword Shield, like I said, it's not going to stay in that Eternamax form. We're not going to use that in max battles, unfortunately, but we are going to be catching Eternatus confirmed. It's going to have Dynamax Cannon and it's going to have an adventure effect. So you cannot miss that event towards the end of August, the max finale event. It is going to be extremely fun. I cannot wait to see Eternamax Eternatus and also see how tough it is to defeat in battle. So guys, let me know in the comment section below, are you excited for Eternamax Eternatus in the game? And let me know if you guys are still missing Keldeo in your Pokedex. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, drop a like in the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.